Welcome to Monday Madness. Yes, it is Monday already. Who come up with that idea? Blooming Monday. So, what shall we be talking about? Well, today we have Candace Owens. Dun, dun, dun. I've already done a video. I said Candace Owens is wrong. I was doing research to get updated information, and I found a video, and I was like, well, there we go then. We shall review the video, which I find very informative, and it's actually a video by a Coleman Hughes official, and his video and his channel link is in the description, so you can check that out. But are you fully up to date? Do you know what's going on in the world? If not, don't worry, here it is. French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte filed a 22-count defamation lawsuit in the United States against right-wing podcaster Candace Owens Wednesday over the claim that Brigitte could be a man. It's funny though, we go through all this, but don't forget, Emmanuel was 14. 25 years older was Brigitte at the time when they met. Makes you think, doesn't it? The lawsuit filed in Delaware Superior Court alleges Owens has broadcast a relentless year-long campaign of defamation against the Macrons, according to a statement from Tom Clare, the Macrons' lawyer, which sums up Candace Owens in a nutshell, because it's all about clicks, all about views. She don't care about hurting anyone. She's completely flipped the script from what she used to be. Now, because she goes around like dinosaurs didn't exist, Holocaust never happened, and Brigitte Macron is a man. I mean, cuckoo nest, full on. She's literally ended her own career. And I think it's fantastic, because you just don't need people like that. You don't need grifters, i.e. someone who deliberately lies for clicks. She even has free Emmanuel t-shirts and hats as if to raise money for her lawsuit. I mean, how pathetic. Bearing in mind she's got properties and she's worth over 5 million, so hopefully they're going to take everything from her, and then she might actually give her head a wobble, come back to reality. In March, Conservative commentator Candace Owens revived an absurd conspiracy theory with a YouTube video titled, "Is France's First Lady a Man?" according to the complaint. How desperate are you to be clicked on and viewed? Promoted widely on X, Cuckoo Nest said the conspiracy theory was likely the biggest scandal in political history. But there's nothing there, so it's not, is it? Since then, Cuckoo's Nest has produced numerous videos about Brigitte Macron for her nearly 4.5 million YouTube subscribers. I think she's over 4.5 now. There's so many deluded people jumping on the bandwagon, go, oh yes, we're all up for conspiracy theorists. Yeah, we'll follow her, including a multi-part series called Becoming Brigitte. Yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. The lawsuit further claims she has also sold merchandise promoting the claim. Exactly, so she's full on it. What a grift. The Macron's attorney, Tom Clare, told CNN on Wednesday that they had asked Owens to stop making the claim for about a year and filed the lawsuit as a last resort after she refused, because she's a grifter. She's in it for the clicks and the views, and she's trying to make money off it, and hopefully the Macrons will sue her and take everything, and that'll be the end. And then she might have to give her head a wobble, and she'll have to pay Piers Morgan's £100,000. The complaint alleges Owens was the first person to bring these baseless claims to the US media and an international audience. The couple are suing for punitive damage and allege that they have suffered substantial economic damages, including loss of future business opportunities. But she don't care about that. It's all about her. It's all about Cuckoo Nest. On Instagram, Cuckoo's Nest posted a screenshot Wednesday of an article referencing Macron's lawsuit and a picture of the couple with the caption, "I will be coming for this week today. Stay tuned." She later posted a video on YouTube saying the lawsuit was an obvious and desperate public relations strategy. Right, is that what she says? They reached out to Cuckoo's Nest for comment. Separately, Brigitte Macron sued 2 French women for spreading similar claims in 2022. After winning the initial case this year, the women won the appeal and the lawsuit will go to a higher court. According to a statement, these retraction demands to Owens, or Cuckoo's Nest as I like to call her, were accompanied by incontrovertible evidence disproving allegations and proving, among other things, that Mrs. Macron was born a woman named Brigitte Drogneau, that she is not a blood relative of President Macron, and that the Macrons are not being controlled or blackmailed by unknown forces by a CIA-linked program. I mean, you can see why I call her Cuckoo's Nest, can't you? I mean, what planet is Candace Owens? I mean, I unsubscribed from her about a year ago when she started going all cuckoo. It's I don't know what. All I can think is a grift. That's all I can think of, personally. But is it a grift? Yeah, I suppose it is, because I think it is because she knows, and they've proven it to her that it's all false, but she carries on. They actually gave her photos, etc. Anyway, Owens has used this false statement to promote her independent platform, gain notoriety and make money, the official complaint said. Exactly, grifter. The claim caused tremendous damage to the Macrons, the complaint added. It will, but I'm all up for, like, you know, you need to look at the fact that she was 39, he was 14 when they first saw each other. Like, that raises eyebrows for me, but you know, you can question that. But everything that Cuckoo's Nest is going on about, or Candace Cuckoo, I mean, it's ridiculous. Every time the Macrons leave their home, they do so knowing that countless people have heard and many believe these vile fabrications. It is invasive, dehumanising and deeply unjust, the complaint continued. Yes, it is. But like I say, Candace doesn't know, doesn't care. She just does not care. Claire said, what people forget is these are human beings. These are a married couple. They have a social life. They have a private life together. They have the same feelings and the same hurt from these sorts of defamatory statements as anybody would. And it does have a material impact on them. The Macrons are seeking punitive damages against Owens and her business entities for 22 counts of defamation, false light and defamation by implication, the statement said. Good. Claire declined to say the amount of money the Macrons would seek, but warned that if Owens continues to double down on the claim, it'll be a substantial award. Good. Enough to bankrupt her, I hope. At a Paris event in March 2024, Macron addressed the rumour around his wife, saying that the worst part of being a president was having to deal with the false information and fabricated stories. People ended up believing them, and it disrupts your life even in your most private moments, Macron said. France's Elysee Palace said the lawsuit was a private affair and would not comment on the matter. So, there you go. Cuckoo's Nest really is sort of ruining it for everyone. Like I say, I'm fully aware of, I mean, it bugs me, the fact that how can you be 14 and you've got someone 25 years older? That bugs me. That bugs me big time. But other than that, we're talking about apparently Cuckoo's Nest here. Candace Cuckoo Nest thinks Brigitte Macron is a man. She was given all the evidence to prove that she was who she claims to be, and carries on. What you see here, this is all the, it says here, Becoming Brigitte, 1 of 9. So there's 9 videos here. Becoming Brigitte, the epilogue. Becoming Brigitte, Candace Owens, Xavier Poussard, who created Emmanuel Michael Macron. But yeah, she's Basically, look, 4.57 million subscribers. This video was seen by 4.8 million people. So it's doing damage beyond damage. And like I say, I'm not up for the PDF side of it, but claiming someone's something they're not, knowing they're not, is pure 100% grifting. And that's where you got to draw the line. And I hope the lawsuit actually strips Candace of every single penny she has, because it needs to stop. I mean, claiming no Holocaust, dinosaurs didn't exist. What planet is this woman on? What planet is this woman on? Who knows? But the video I found, which actually sums it all up. See, there's me doing all this and that, and I thought, no. So here we have it. Candace Owens is wrong about Brigitte Macron. And this is actually from the channel Coleman Hughes Official. So go check him out, follow, support, do as you please. The link to this video and his channel is in the description to make it easier for you. Go and check out his content. It is rather interesting. And I thought what I'll do is actually play this, and we can actually see exactly what's going on, and you can make your mind up. Of course you can.
I thought our culture had reached peak conspiracy, but thanks to Candace Owens, we've now reached new heights.
I would stake my entire professional career on the fact that Brigitte Macron, the current First Lady of France, was born a man.
This proposition was originally the brainchild of Natasha Ray, a French citizen who first put forth the idea on the YouTube channel of a woman named Amandine Roy, who was a self-described medium. Always a good sign. From there, it passed to the independent French journalist Xavier Poussard, who wrote a self-published book-length investigation called Becoming.
I just have to say, mediums, no, fraudsters.
Brigitte, and finally on to Candace Owens, who's provided this brainworm with its biggest platform yet. Her 8-part video series has amassed millions of views on YouTube in the past few months.
Welcome back to our Becoming Brigitte series.
The story that Candace spins in Becoming Brigitte has all the hallmarks of art house cinema. Once upon a time in post-World War II France, there was a man who yearned to be a woman.
His name was Jean-Michel Trogneau.
He socially transitioned, even appeared on a French TV show advocating for trans rights. But French society did not allow legal gender transition at the time. Then one day, his younger sister Brigitte became ill, and as her dying gift, she gave her identity to him. So he began living as Brigitte sometime in his 30s, and through a series of serendipitous events, wound up becoming the First Lady of France. And because this is a French story, it has to involve incest somehow, so sure enough, Candace ends the series by insinuating,
is Brigitte Macron the First Lady of France, Emmanuel Macron's biological father?
Now, to be clear, this story is exactly as insane as it sounds, and there's no evidence to support it. The closest that Candace comes to presenting evidence is her analysis of a family photo in which a young Jean-Michel, pictured on the far left, bears a strong resemblance to the current First Lady of France. Of course, several other members of the family bear a strong resemblance too, including an older sister pictured on the top right, and of course Brigitte herself, pictured on her mother's lap. Nevertheless, Candace believes that the resemblance between young Jean-Michel and modern-day Brigitte is so strong that no other explanation is possible.
Jean-Michel Trogneau took little Brigitte's name, is pretending to be Brigitte when obviously, no, it's just a dude.
To add an air of scientific precision to this theory, Candace uses a piece of facial recognition software called Face++,
which the World Economic Forum has rated the +1 facial detection software. It's the same program that is used by China.
She claims that according to this software,
that's a bit strange. I've heard of Face++. Apparently it's not actually that good. So that would be hilarious if it got it wrong.
Which he touts as extremely accurate, photos of a young Jean-Michel Trogneau are a strong match for recent photos of Brigitte Macron, but photos of a young Brigitte are not a match.
The text says, no, nope, not happening, sorry, ain't her.
So I decided to test the reliability of Face++ by getting an account and playing with it for a bit. It was not long before it made a huge error. According to Face++, these two photos are not the same person. except that they're both photos of me. So either Face++ is not very reliable, or my dad has some explaining to do. Is his software accurate enough to identify people correctly much of the time? Sure. Is it accurate enough to prove a case of swapped identity in elderly siblings using grainy childhood photos? Not even close.
There's no question upon seeing this technology, in my mind, that Jean-Michel Trogneau is Brigitte Macron.
Besides the fact that her entire theory is based on this unreliable software, Candace's story also has some glaring plot holes. For one thing, Jean-Michel Trogneau, Brigitte's brother, is still alive. And we know he's alive because he was present at both of Emmanuel Macron's inaugurations in 2017 and 2022.
We are told that this little chubby guy is the extraordinarily private Jean-Michel, all grown
Because
up.
it is.
Now, I can tell you right off the bat, in case you're wondering, the World Economic Forum Chinese software program says, no, that is not the Jean-Michel that we are looking for, of a little boy in the photo. I can show you this match right here. The confidence is 54%.
Macrons have filed a defamation lawsuit against Owens in Delaware, accusing her of promulgating outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictions. There's a special irony in the fact that Candace Owens, of all people, is the one to orchestrate what is essentially an exercise in the mass online bullying of an elderly woman. Because before she became a political firebrand, she was an anti-cyberbullying activist. Her short-lived website, socialautopsy.com, which would have allowed people to dox online bullies, was so ill-conceived that it actually united critics on the far left and the far right. In more recent years, she's taken up such topics as blood libel, the secret Jewish ancestry of Kamala Harris and Joseph Stalin, and the alleged murder of JFK by AIPAC. You may notice there's a pattern in her obsessions. As with all diehard conspiracy theorists, I'm sure Candace will come up with clever workarounds for the plot holes in her story. Meanwhile,
So you can see why people like Candace Owens need to be stopped. She needs to just shut up, basically, because it's just ludicrous and it just feeds to the conspiracy theorist rubbish.
the rest of us should answer some equally hard questions. What does it say about our information ecosystem that such an insane conspiracy theory can rack up millions of views? And how do we restore sanity and common sense to the public sphere?
Exactly that. See, there you go. What can I say? Do you stand with Cuckoo Nest, Candace? Or do you think there was a Holocaust, there were dinosaurs, and Brigitte Macron is actually Brigitte Macron? Shock horror. But conspiracy theorists, I mean, the world we live in nowadays, everyone's trying to grasp at something. They want to believe something, and Candace is cashing in on it. And hopefully she'll get sued left, right and centre, and that'll be the end of that. So who knows? But what do you think? You have to let me know in the comments, because I'll be interested to see what you think. But I think Cuckoo Nest, Candace, she shot herself in the foot. I believe her career will suffer. But then they're going to claim it was a cover-up and this and that. You know, it's just never going to get anywhere. And I don't know why all of a sudden she's come out and like, oh, now she hates Jews. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh, look, because I can cash in on it, of what's going on in the rest of the world. It's pathetic. So Cuckoo Nest needs to be sued. Her career needs to end. And her 4.57 million subscribers need to sort of just go. Leave her. To have to sell merchandise, free Macron. I mean, get a grip. Oh, they're going to sue me. I don't have that sort of money. Yeah, do you sell all your property in that? You're worth over 5 million. Oh, no, I can't use all my money. I want to use all everything else. Well, use all the money that you're making on YouTube. Oh, it's not enough, is it? So, yeah, you're going to get taken for every penny or every cent, every dollar. Good. Couldn't happen to a nicer person. But that's what you get for lying. That's what you get for being a grifter. What can I say? Depends what you want to say. But anyway, that's the reason for the live today, was to get that out, to give a more informed of what has happened, what's going on. And that video there, you know, got to be in the know. You got to be in the know. We'll know what's going on. So Cuckoo Nest is doomed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But you have to let me know what you think in the comments. And obviously, do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos, because YouTube and even on TikTok, believe it or not, shadow banning my videos because obviously they're about Palestine, Israel, illegal immigration or asylum seekers. Certain words, you know, all the woke stuff, you start using certain words, that's it, boom, you get shadow banned. So help me. Happy days. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all stay safe, keep smiling. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. Catch me on X under the Wizard's Words, but ends in a Z, and catch me on the Wizard's Words on TikTok. Happy days. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Wizard's Words.